I'm DanLutz, and I'm addressing the abundance-minded people of the world and those interested in cloud token. One of the subjects whenever you get into any cryptocurrency is it a scam? Is it a Ponzi scheme? Well, it's a good question to ask because a lot of times it is. Unfortunately, whenever there's money involved, the people that are doing the wrong things come out of the woodwork to do more wrong things. So I don't get behind everything that I see that comes out because I look into it and I say, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's a vapor coin. And so much of it. There's many network marketing systems out there also that are, they're going to leave a lot of dead bodies behind. So for a long time now, I've been involved with cryptocurrency, and I've been doing lots of videos, even analyzing ones that are, I consider Ponzi schemes or scams. And I used just to wonder, why when I would say to people, I did a video, hey, this is a Ponzi scheme, stay away, that everyone would run to them. So I thought, why is that? Turns out it's like gambling, right? Because everyone said, well, I asked a few people, why'd you run into it? Well, if I'm the first one in, then I'll make some money and I'll get out. Well, that's the idea, right? But do you actually get out with your money? Probably not. Usually these things close down. I've even done it where I thought it was a Ponzi scheme, and it turns out it was right, because I just wanted to see. So you play the game. But in regards to cloud token, I find that it is not a Ponzi scheme, it's not a scam, and it actually is doing what it says. But what I'm going to address here is those that say it is a scam. They put out reviews and things of that nature. So I'm going to go through it. I'm going to review it, and I'm going to explain where they were short-sighted or they were just interested in clickbait. Put up to say something is a scam so someone will run to it and say, there it is. It's a scam. See, I knew it. But in the meantime, you get presented advertising. So there's a lot of clickbait type things out there. So you got to see what is their motive. And some of the people that are reviewing hate anything to do with network marketing. And so if they start from that point, right, it's kind of hard to really give them too much credence when they start labeling things after that, because they really don't dig in. But there are some that actually do dig in and do a good job at it. So let's dig in a little bit ourselves. So let us start here. I went in DuckDuckGo and I put in cloud token scam. And here's, of course, results, right? And we're going to go through some of these. First, let's go to this one. Cloud token scam, guys laughing about it, right? So he says, welcome to my cloud token review. Cloud token bills itself as a platform for digital asset, whatever the heck that means. Okay, so he's already off on one end of the side. He's very tainted already, in my opinion, when someone comes at something this way, whatever that means. Digital assets. You want to have a complaint about digital assets? Okay. They also claim to bridge the gap between fiat and crypto that allows Visa payments. In reality, they just have a merchant account and also process credit cards. To process credit cards, which is hardly revolutionary. Well, that's not what it is at all. That's not what cloud token is doing. They have what they're using a technology called atomic swap that allows for them to do on-the-fly conversion of crypto to pay out on a debit card. So when you actually have one of their debit cards, you'll be able to, say, pay for dinner. And it will just take from your cloud tokens and convert it into Bitcoin and then go to send that off to pay. Now, they also are looking towards setting up merchants where the merchants could actually take the cloud token directly. But that's a separate system. But in regards to going directly to a debit card and using it as payment, that's what we're doing. So he's already way off. So I don't know, do we really want to keep going? Anyway, let's go. So after about 3 seconds of reading the amazing white paper, I started to get an uneasy feeling. It was a sales pitch and rarely a good sign when it comes to MLM programs. So he obviously doesn't like MLMs. So again, don't like anything about MLMs and you start reviewing MLM stuff, yeah, you're tainted. All right. I started to get the feeling that Cloud Token was another crypto Ponzi scheme, but I needed to be sure. I decided to dig into the white paper to see what I could find out, any discrepancies and tell of a sign of a scam. I also wanted to see how they claimed to generate ROI returns, more like they were just reshuffling investor funds and paying them back as returns. Obviously, this is illegal and unsustainable. Now, with this statement right here, that is true. That is what a Ponzi scheme is, right? More like they're just reshuffling investor funds. So if you see that, if you ever figure it out that it's actually something that is where they're taking in new money to pay the old investors as profits, that's illegal. That is a Ponzi scheme. Most of the things that people claim are Ponzi schemes are not Ponzi schemes at all. They just throw that word out, meaning a blanket, meaning it's a fraud. And you really need to be more specific about that. But for one, Cloud Token is not doing that at all, not in any way. In fact, they are what they're doing is they are literally taking the profits, right, that they make off of the daily trades, and they're putting them in a separate pool of funds. Those cryptos that they set over there as the profit, they're trading on what's over here. So that's separate. The profits they put over there, that's what the Cloud Tokens are basically using to justify their value. Those Cloud Tokens go out to the individuals to represent what what percentage of this pot of profits is. So it's not a Ponzi scheme. All right. So let's continue. So with Cloud Token, you'll find the wallet with a minimum of $500 worth of Cloud Token. Cloud Token is then claimed to have amazing arbitrage trading bot. Seriously, another fake arbitrage bot. The profits made by a bot is paying back to investors a rate of 120% per annum. So now, another fake bot. Now, there are plenty of bots out there, some of them fake and some of them real. Some are better than others. Some you got to watch very closely, and some are pretty much autopilot. So we're not going to investigate all of those, but I'm going to do another video just about the trading systems. So we'll get into the trading bots at another time. But for right now, let's just continue. So it says here, 120% per annum. Now, is that really too much? This is 10% a month in a trading system. No. In fact, we'll go into a little bit of this later, but this is pretty tame, actually. But we'll take a look. So Cloud Tokens are doing fake trading. It's impossible to consistently generate high returns in crypto. It's also impossible to avoid losses. Cloud Token cannot pay an ROI that they offer because they know this. Well, there's analysis of crypto trading bots out there, and quite frankly, they are averaging about 2% a day. Some are a little better, some are a little worse, but is that consistently high returns? Well, that's 2% a day. How much is that per year, per annum? Right? 700% per annum? Way more than the 120 that he's claiming is really bad, and you can't do that. So, anyway, again, we'll get into that a little bit later. Solution is to do fake trading instead of and instead reshuffle investor funds. Well, again, if it's being traded, it's a separate pool. It's not reshuffling funds. It's being traded. Profits are put there. That makes it okay. So let's move on. Let's say first, let's go to the hilarious white paper fiasco. Now, there basically was a problem with their first white paper they put up, right? And I don't want to go into all the details of that because I don't know them. It could be investigated. But let's just say when white papers are put together and people are put together, there's different people that do different parts. So you've got your marketing department, you've got your executives, you've got your technical people, and they're all trying to come together to put together a document. And usually it lands on someone's shoulders and they put in filler. So sometimes, like I've even had a website put up where it wasn't my photo in place because I didn't send the photo in, so they put in a substitute. I've had people that said that they were going to join, right? And we get it all set up, put it up on the website, put it in the white paper, and then they, in the last minute, I'm sorry, I already committed to do something else. I can't do this. So it already got published. So there are instances where things doesn't work on a white paper. So focusing on the white paper as a main reason that something is not real is a little bit weak, I think. Anyway, there were some claims about someone that was in there that didn't know that he was in there, and he got pulled out afterwards. And then they pulled down the white paper, right? So once, of course, if I was put into a white paper, and I didn't know it. Now, I don't know the circumstances. So anyway, this is about really as much as they're in this particular article. This is Simon Trance, and they talk, and basically it's all, and this is basically the end of this article. So anyway, we'll move on from here, right? Let's move to this one, which I thought was this is also a very interesting one. Okay, this is a cloud token scam. 10 reasons why it's a scam. So cloud token scam, nothing more than a legal Ponzi scheme. This is the summary, right? There are so many red flags here. This is not a secure cryptocurrency wallet. It is. They're not trading, and they're telling lies to gullible investors. Well, they are trading, and it's been shown. So and you can investigate it. So it's not actually, everything is very transparent. So when they came off of this, why do they say these things? And we'll get into a little bit of that. So let's go to this first, number one. All right, number one, it's not a decentralized cryptocurrency wallet. Okay, why? Why are they saying that? Well, it's not even a real wallet. You only get access to a web server where you see your tokens. Cloud token is an ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain. Here is the cloud token CTO token tracer from Etherscan. So there's nothing wrong. This is correct, right? But they draw a wrong conclusion, and I'm going to get into that why. Okay, you can clearly see there's only 4 addresses at the time of writing this article, and there's only been 5 transactions total. One address is holding 99.9% of all the cloud tokens, right? So when you buy this scam token, you are giving them real money for cryptocurrency for air that you do not even own their tokens. Okay, so let's explain this. So cloud token has basically staked out territory on the Ether on the Ether blockchain, right? So Ethereum blockchain has a section of it blocked out for cloud token. But they are not doing daily trades of this. They're not moving on the Ethereum blockchain back and forth, because every time they make a move on the Ethereum blockchain, it costs money. Okay. They call it gas on Ethereum. So what they're doing is they're doing off the blockchain accounting. So they're doing all their transactions internally. Now, the major benefit of this is speed, number one. Number two, savings of gas. Don't have to spend it. But they can use this as a way of calculating addresses and things of that nature off the blockchain. So that's what they're doing here. And since it's not being traded on an exchange, of course, which they're going to complain about later on, but we'll get there. There's no reason that they have to basically do all the accounting on the blockchain for this purpose, because they're trading their internal trades they have fees for moving stuff on for Bitcoin and all the rest, and they're going back and forth, and they're generating a big pool. To say how much you got out of that as an accounting measure, they're using, you know, say the addresses, or they're using their own internal system of tracking who's getting how much of what. So that's what's going on there. It's not nefarious in any way. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. So promoted, let's see if I can line this up. Promoted by serial scammers. Well, Ponzi pushers are notorious promoting scams such as, and it goes through a bunch of names. So, you know, you could analyze all these people, and I would bet, I might know one or two names there, right? But they're into network marketing. Yeah, have they been caught up into Ponzi schemes before? Probably. As I said, I even tried out one that I knew was most likely 99% was Ponzi scheme, just to see how it was working, what they were doing, and I did lose. But does that make me now someone who wants to be part of a Ponzi? Not in particular. I really don't want to do that. I find it's like a gambling casino anyway, and I don't really rush to casinos. Some people like that, but that's up to them. All right. Anyway, he says these people are scammers. They do not care that it's a Ponzi. They only get paid commissions to recruit you into these scams. They are greedy, immoral, and completely lack integrity. Again, they don't like network marketing. There you go. All right, proof of trading with Jarvis. They claim to generate ROI using Jarvis AI bot that does arbitrage trading on various crypto exchanges. There has been no proof of this trading at all. I mean, although it would be very easy to show trade logs for any exchanges for evidence, we know this is just a Ponzi scheme. The money ROI comes from recruitment only. Eventually, it will crash and burn. Now, they have shown the trades. Actually, there's several videos. I just posted one actually showing where Ronald I actually is showing trades. And there's people that I know that also have investigated by going to their offices and sat at the computers and done it. So they're very open and transparent about this. So that's a good thing. Okay. Let's just go down to this one. Cryptocurrency Ponzi MLM. Okay, if you want to participate on the referral side of an MLM of a cloud token, you have to invest a minimum of $500 in order to get paid commissions for recruiting others into the scam. Cloud token pays commissions up to 21 levels. This will not be sustainable and proves it's heavily recruitment-based MLM Ponzi scheme. Okay. Well, this one I kind of dug in a bit. Now, they have here a chart that's basically showing your directs, level 1, matching 100%. Direct partners, level 2, matching 50%. Number 3, that's 5%. All the way down to level 21, 5%. So they're saying that this is not sustainable, that there's too much money leaving. Well, that's not true. So let's take a look at that. I actually did a spreadsheet, so we'll go through that. Okay, so this is what I did here. Bring this up a little bit more. Better. All right, there. So this is an example. Let's say a wallet with $10,000 in it. Now, what the concern is that you can't pay out this amount. So the way to approach this is to say, can any one wallet pay out these returns to their upline? Because the guy that's 21 levels above me, can't get that much from me and everyone else along the way. So the way to look at this is, can one wallet pay out in 1 month that's likely to be done by any trading bot? Can it match? So what I did was I said, well, here's level 0, which is, I just put C0. So you get paid out 100% on your level 1s, 50% on level 2, and then level 3 through 21 is 5%. Now there's different levels, and I included those also, C1, C2, C3, C4, and C5. That basically jumps your level 3 to 21 from 5% up to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, to 25, to 30. So now let's say so that's we're gonna just use an average of 10% a month. They say 6 to 12% a day. So that averages out to 10% a month. So we'll go with that, which is about 0.33% per day. That's what you're going to get on just what you're holding in your wallet. So if you have a wallet, cloud token wallet, and you put Bitcoin in it, say $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, you're going to get an average of 0.33% per day. And that's all it's saying. So let's go down and let's turn these into numbers, right, for the 10,000. So on the C1 or the C0, this is like just on your wallet, for example. What would you be getting? Well, it would be $1,000 on 10,000. That's 10%, right? That's what you'd make. On your next level down, it would be $500, and the next level down would be 50, and it'd be 50 all the way down. So that would be a total of 2,450. So 2,450, which is 24.5% for the month. So can a bot do that? Well, I can tell you it can. We'll look at some more research later, but let's just say a bot is capable, on one of the reviews I had here, of 1 to 10% a day. Now, is it likely 10% a day? No, because sometimes it's when you have these big swings on Bitcoin, they take advantage of that. You get a very big day. So the bot's average, though, 2%. That's what, out of one of the reviews I was looking at, they looked at 18 different trading bots. And they said they saw 1 to 10% range per day, but the average was 2. So okay, we go with 2%, and let's go with that. So per month at 2%, on the low end, the 1 to 10%, that'd be 30 to 300% in a month you could make. Now, probably, we're not going to really see the 300% a month off of the trading bot, but that's with those very big swings. But on 2%, we're really going to see 60% for the month. So that's what would be normal for a trading bot to return. So if we look now on our first column here, right? That's a total of 24.5% for the month, or for the day, it's 0.82%. So can it pay that out? Yes, no problem. So for the average member who never gets more than 200,000 in downline volume, because if you get 200,000 in downline volume, that's when you move up to the C1 status right here, and it jumps up. Your level 3 through 21 jumps up, an extra 5%. So when that happens, the daily turns out to be 1.3%, right? And if you go then to C2, it's 1.45, and then at C3 it's 1.37, C4 is 2.08. Now that would be really what that average is of the bots, right? And of course then at the C5 status, which there are no C5s currently in Cloud Token. There are C4s, but no C5s. That would be returning 2.4%. and let's say that it really is only doing 2%, not 2.4, that Jarvis is not capable of doing 2.4, you're only going to end up with a few handful of people that ever made it to C5 status. There's well enough other profits stored throughout this, right? So that, you know, the few people that get a little bit more bonus, they get fed for doing this. So is the Jarvis AI capable of paying out everything that they are saying that they can? Yes, it can happen. All right, let's move back over. Okay, so now we know that we're able to actually pay this off, whether it's an MLM or not. They are capable of paying out what they're saying that they can pay out. Number 5, no solid team or tech innovation. Cloud token is an ERC20 of no real world use. They are not even using it to power the app. Well, that's true. Well, they're true. They're not using it in that way. They're using it internally, as maybe just for addresses. The company can decide the value at any time, whatever they want to soak up the money from gullible investors and promoters like a sponge. Not true at all. They have a ratio. It's pretty simple. It's a simple ratio. How many cloud tokens are out in the hands of the members, and how much is in the reserve pool, the profits that were made. Just divide one by the other, and that's the price of the token. It's pretty simple. So, for example, if everyone puts their tokens in, right, and takes it back out in, say, Bitcoin, for example, that will shrink the pot, and so will shrink the value. So, right now it's running about 49 cents, right? And it's going to, as long as the pot grows and people are then going to have that price. So associated with the hodling is going to increase in value. All right, so let's go to the next one. Number 6, no access to private keys of the CTO wallet. Well, I would say that is true, but they are going to be providing that in the next version of the wallet, which is coming next, I think, in October. So, and I'll read this anyway. So, Cloud Token does give you your own private keys to your it says it does give you your own private keys to your SoFi wallet. They only give you does give you your own private key. Well, they're a little contradictory. I think they meant to say does not give. So they only give you a password or a 6-digit PIN. No private keys or passphrases are given. CTO has only 5 transactions with 1 address. Again, that makes no difference. That's the Ethereum stuff. So you can view them here. Again, that's that same Ethereum address. CTO is not being distributed. That's true. The real transactions are not taking place since the transactions cost gas. Again, they're not using the transactions on the blockchain. They're doing internal transactions as part of the moving of this around. It doesn't make any sense to it. Be very foolish for them to basically have this trading system going around, and then every time they wanted to distribute to everyone on a daily basis, this small amount, right, of tokens to everyone, that would cost gas, be very inefficient. Okay, promise of ROI. Anything that promises ROI is usually a scam unless it's registered and regulated. Do not fall to a passive ROI, BS, MLM, Ponzi garbage. Anyway, doesn't like all the terminology. ROI is also something you should not be using. So if anyone's out there that's using that phrase, invest, ROI, return on investment, don't do it. These are regulated terms. They have a legal meaning in regards to securities. Securities are instruments that securitize a debt. So that isn't happening here. Don't call it an ROI. Don't call it an investment. There's other words you can use. This is what you get. from it. You don't have to say the word invest. You can say, hey, this is what you're going to get. It's very simple. Just you avoid the words that are loaded words. Okay, number 8. That's another Ponzi coin. Again, we kind of covered this, but okay, Cloud Token will never be listed on any real crypto exchange or public exchange with decent volume. Again, they don't want to be listed. It's not meant to be listed because it's an internal value to this, and they convert to other crypto in the wallet. Why does it have to go out to an exchange? The price is set based upon this formula. I know very well formula-based coins. I have a lot of experience with formula-based coins. Just because they're not on a market does not make them not valid. So, there we go. So, next, Cloud Token white paper. Talk about this here. Cloud Token's white paper, riddled with lies, mentioned several times, permission, don't have involvement to whatever. And any white paper names mentioned have no real credit. Blockchain space. White paper has since been taken down from their website. They state they'll have a new one released soon. So yes. So anyway, we kind of covered that. Okay, number 10. Cloud Token scam is a legal Ponzi investment scheme. There we go again, saying the same thing. He's repeated himself. Cloud Token is nothing more than a legal Ponzi scheme. There's many red flags. Not a secure crypto wallet. They are not trading, and they're telling lies to gullible investors. Ponzi promoters know that it's a scam, but they do not care. All right, so this is repeated actually word for word, I think, from that other site. So again, copy and paste stuff here. So all right, so let's move on. All right, so here we are again. Is Cloud Token a scam? So right here it says wallet scam is another token wallet scam, just close to choose all the rest. Simply a Ponzi scheme. Their token coin has only artificial demand with no real use. What makes this a scam? And when they say no real use, they're really just saying it can't be put onto an exchange and taken out in fiat. That's what they're saying. But it has a use internal to the wallet, and it has a use for as a payment system. So this is its goal, is to become a payment system like Visa, MasterCard. If they make a deal, say with like Uber or Grab to pay for rides with a cloud token, is that then a use? Where the driver who's using a phone pops it up and says, okay, yeah, pay. It's going to be that simple. This is the marketplace that the cloud token is moving into, the payment system. But in this case, there is a way for people to actually make money for what's sitting in their wallet. Kind of sounds like interest on a savings account, right? But let's keep going on there. So all of these token wallets are just pumped and dumped coins, so no artificial demand. Again, there's no dumping, there's no pumping. It's a created system, right? CTO, the name of the token, the price is 30 cents. Well, now it's 48 cents. No real proof of trading. They've shown the trading, and ROI is generated from recruitment. Well, that's the Ponzi definition, but that's not what's happening. It's trading. So let's go down. There's some positive feedback here, right? Which is good to have. We'll get into the positive stuff. Okay. Would the Apple Store accept a shady business scam? No. That's one of the ways that I always look and see, is this actually have an app on the Apple Store? If it does, Apple already investigated and they find that what's happening is real. Most likely. This is that you could have some security or understanding that this has been evaluated at some point. So that's a good point. Would a scammer's company be transparent about the company details and people, creators, and owners? No. So yes, they've been transparent. They're probably for a company. They have a license for trading. They're from, I think, Australia, and they're all the owners out front, right, and making daily updates and talking to people directly and saying this is how the functionality works. If you everything on my Facebook, I've been post. I don't post on Facebook all the time. I start posting just last night. Stuff I was getting from Ronald to I about the technology behind things. Every day he's putting out stuff about the technology and how it's formed and how it's put together. All right. There is live proof video material that shows how Jarvis makes trades. Yes, I've seen many. Jarvis AI source code is available to see. Not a secret. Yep. It's actually based on Verum, which is a arbitrage trading bot system. So you can see that, open source. You don't buy any packages, you don't deposit your funds, and they're not locked up. See, you're not buying anything, you're just putting your own currency in your own wallet, and then you're pushing it to Jarvis to use so they can then use it. But you can reverse that at any time, take it and use it at any time. Now, there is a fee if you put it in the Jarvis and you take it out before 30 days. There's a 10% fee because they were paying you out, right? You were making for the 30 days, so you're breaking up their trading system. So I get it. So RI is very reasonable for cryptocurrency. For fiat currency, it's obviously very high. Fortunately, it's not about fiat. So again, don't like to use the word ROI, right? This is what do you make off of it. So what you make, as we were talking about, 2% daily average on bots is very doable. Others actually are higher. Okay, the withdrawals work smoothly. They do work smoothly for the most part. There have been some slowdowns apparently, which mean it takes some hours sometimes. I've seen some lag in the system. It's not over the top really bad. Then maybe they have a run and it's just processed out, and it takes a little bit of time, but nothing that bad. Okay, why? Why is the CTO coin publicly listed? Because they avoid high volatility this way, right? Making the whole business a lot more stable and smoother. That's a very good point. So when you're on that market, it's going way up and down, way up and down, way up and down, and that is not really good for stability. Locking into an algorithm based upon real-world factors, the number of coin and the amount that you have sitting there to back it. That's pretty simple and straightforward. Pyramid scheme. Rather MLM approach where you have to win a win-win situation. You spread the word and get paid for it. Do it better, get paid better. Simple. I'm spreading the word. People are joining me. I'm helping those who are joining me. I do Zoom conferences with people, bring them in, help them sign up under you. I get paid down 21 levels. I'm happy to help people. Come on in, the water's fine. All right, let's go. Say, okay, who wants to see ghosts and ghosts? Who wants to see a ghost? Sees a ghost, right? No matter what anyone says, right? MLM. Vampire. So some people have their opinions which they refuse to change just because. Other people don't scream out their opinions until all the facts and data have been proved and properly analyzed. I don't understand people who attack and slander something before there's any proof. It sounds like guilty until proven innocence. I agree with that quite a lot. It happens quite a lot. And what do they hope to gain? Clickbait. Click, 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 click. That means you go to their website to see their scam report, and all of a sudden now you're there faced with an advertisement that you may click on, and they may make some money. If they get 100,000 people going there and they make $1,000, wouldn't you say, "Hey, it's a scam"? I wouldn't, but some people do. All right. Well, I think that covers that. I'm going to go to just one more. This one a little bit more friendly, right? Cloud Token Wallet reviews 100%, high trust rating. This site looks safe to use. High risk to safe, it's put at 100%. You can vote on what your response is here. And basically this is looking at more about the website statistics. So it's giving it a trust score of 100%. And it talks about some of the issues about the website. Now, this is one of the things to point out. They're talking about the website here, the cloudtoken.com. Now, the wallet is not a website. So what they're discussing here is about this. It's got a lot of people looking at their website, so it's a high rating for that. They complain that it doesn't have an SSL certificate. Okay. But again, no financial things are going on that website, so it's important. But still, they gave it 100%. All right, so I think that's it, and I'm just happy to be involved with Cloud Token. I think it is excellent technology. It is not a multi-billion-dollar industry it's getting into. It's getting into a trillion-dollar industry. It's getting into payment processing. So the things, they just happen to hit on a very good way of positioning this to where if you just put your coin in your wallet, you can earn from it. If you bring people in the same way, you can earn off of their wallets. That's pretty simple. And they're going to be able to push this out to a payment system, to a debit card, or directly as a payment option to pay out in cloud tokens in this new DApp world where people are using apps to pay for things. This is where the world's going. It is already underway. Please join me. I'll add my details at the bottom of this video, as well as I'll put a tag on the end of this video. And I hope that you join me, and if you have any questions, just go ahead and contact me through Telegram. Again, my information will be down below on the rest of the video. And I'm willing to help you build your own system and build a business here with me, so join me, and I look forward to it. Thank you. Bye-bye. The website for Cloud Token is www.cloudtokenwallet.com. There you'll find a tutorial, a business proposal, PowerPoint, as well as links to install it on your phone. Everything in Cloud Token is on your phone. So you can go to the Play Store or the App Store and download both the Cloud Token Wallet app and also the Google Authenticator. You'll need both of them. You also need my referral code. My referral code is 115-117-2700. I also have a broadcast channel for Cloud Token Express on Telegram, and also a group chat called Cloud Token C5. You can also talk to me directly at DanLutz on Telegram, or chat with me there. It's the best way to get a hold with me is Telegram. Please remember to subscribe and also hit the bell and share this video. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/c/DanLutz. And of course you can email me, but sometimes I don't get to it for a day or two. My email is abundancemind@protonmail.com. You can also find my Facebook here, which is facebook.com/real.danlutz. I want to make a note that my friends list is close to full, so I don't add new friends. I also don't post too often in Facebook. Every once in a while, a couple times a month, maybe a couple times a week. I do not use Messenger on a daily basis, so if you send me a message there, I may not see it for quite a while. If you want to contact me this month, then use Telegram. And thank you for joining me in Cloud Token.